Rising atop the hills of Granada, in the shadow of the Sierra Nevada mountains, the Alhambra Palace is not just a structure, but a legend, where history and cultures intertwine. Built from reddish stones, its name comes from the Arabic Alhambra, meaning the Red Castle. The story of the Alhambra begins in the 13th century, when the Nasrid dynasty, the last Muslim rulers of Al-Andalus, declared Granada their capital. Sultan Muhammad V decided to build a new palace upon the foundations of an old fortress. But the Alhambra was to be more than just a political center. It would be a masterpiece of art and engineering. Every detail was designed with delicate craftsmanship and spiritual meaning. The palace's walls are adorned with inscriptions, showcasing some of the finest examples of Andalusian Islamic art. One of the most frequently repeated phrases is, "Wala ghalib illa Allah," there is no victor but God. This phrase, deeply embedded in both political and spiritual contexts, is etched into nearly every corner of the palace. Slender columns, intricately interwoven arches, muqarnas decorations that play with light, and ceilings designed with perfect symmetry give the palace an almost mystical aura. One of the most striking areas of the palace is the Court of the Lions. At its center stands a magnificent fountain supported by 12 marble lions. The water flowing in 4 directions symbolizes the 4 rivers of paradise in Islamic tradition. However, the Alhambra's architecture is not just about aesthetics, it is also an engineering marvel. Water channels, fountains, and lush gardens are fed by the pure waters of the Sierra Nevada, bringing life to the palace. But the grandeur of the Alhambra was not destined to last forever. In 1492, the Catholic monarchs, Ferdinand and Isabella, conquered Granada, and the last Nasrid Sultan, Boabdil, surrendered the keys to the palace. According to legend, as he departed, he turned for one last look and wept. His mother is said to have rebuked him with the words, "Do not weep like a woman for what you could not defend like a man." After the conquest, the Alhambra briefly served as a royal residence for the Catholic rulers. In the 16th century, Holy Roman Emperor Charles V ordered parts of the palace to be demolished to make way for a Renaissance-style palace in his name. Over time, the Alhambra fell into neglect and was even used as a military barracks. However, in the 19th century, European travelers and artists rediscovered its beauty. In 1829, the American writer Washington Irving visited the Alhambra and later wrote Tales of the Alhambra, which introduced the palace's mysteries to the world. Today, the Alhambra is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and welcomes millions of visitors each year. A fusion of Muslim, Christian, and Jewish influences, it stands as one of the greatest legacies of Islamic art in Europe. The Alhambra is not just a palace, it is a time capsule where history is layered within its walls. As visitors wander through its silent courtyards, listen to the trickling of fountains, and read the poetry carved into its stone, they can still hear the echoes of the past. The Alhambra's stones carry the heritage of a lost civilization, a legacy that continues to endure